Hey everybody, good afternoon. Nikki Burnett here, Taste Life Nutrition. I'm a functional nutritionist and I practice strategic evidence-based consulting. And if you know me at all, you know I'm a little bit of a geek, especially when it comes to labs. So a big part of my practice is running labs and understanding how the body is functioning. These are functional labs that tell us how the body is functioning and give me lots of guidance in the best protocols to help bring balance back to a body. So I thought, one of the things that I thought would be really a great thing to talk about, especially for anybody else out there that's a science geek, is let's talk about some markers. And I want to do this one at a time, but there's one that's really important that I look at, and it's not looked at as often as it should be in medicine or anywhere, I think. But it is looked at some. But let's talk about homocysteine. Homocysteine is a really important inflammatory marker. I have several times asked for labs to be run, and the doctor has said no, because young people don't need homocysteine run, or if they think their B12 is low or their folate, they may run homocysteine. And I'm going to tell you when that happens and I get the homocysteine run, because I'll just order it myself if I have to, very often homocysteine is high. And I'm going to tell you, I bet I see it high 75% of the time. And I don't care what the age is. I don't care who you are, male or female. I see it high all the time. Now, let's talk about what it is. Homocysteine essentially is a deficiency of, I have hairs sticking out everywhere, but a deficiency of vitamins B6, B9, B12, choline, and trimethylglycine. Now, it could be one of these that's deficient. It can be all of these that's deficient. There are also genetic markers that don't allow vitamin B12 to be utilized properly. So is that the reason why homocysteine is elevated? Is because B12 is deficient because you have genetic markers that don't allow it to be utilized properly. Same thing with folate, same thing with choline. So it's a fairly simple fix, but understanding the underlying process of why your homocysteine is elevated, I think is really important, because that helps give guidance as to how do we move forward? How long will you have to be on supplementation? Can we do it through food? I would say sometimes maybe we can, a lot of times we can't. And so understanding all of the aspects that go into why you have these deficiencies is what's really important. Now, why is it important to have your homocysteine at a normal range? And I'm going to tell you, normal range in the functional medicine, functional nutrition world, I've heard both 6 and 7. So it was 7, then I've heard 6. I still hear 7. So as long as it's under 6 or 7, I'm happy. I see it elevated. I've seen it, and I know some people have seen it really, really high. I think I've seen it as high as 18, maybe. So let me tell you what happens is elevated homocysteine is a really serious risk factor when it comes to cardiovascular disease. But, and people will tell you that. You'll hear it, you'll read it. Hopefully if you go to your cardiologist, they are testing for homocysteine. But here's what is not told. Homocysteine over 11, okay? Remember this, over 11 is, in the research and what I'm reading, right? I'm not the researcher, but I read the research. 100% chance of cognitive decline if it's over 11. So this is a big deal. And when I see clients coming to me, I have clients that are in their 30s and their homocysteine is at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And it's such an easy fix. And, again, you want to understand what the fix is and why. But it's such an easy fix, and we have all of these problems, and this is only one factor in cognitive decline. It's only one factor in cardiovascular disease, but it's an easy one to fix. And getting it checked regularly, so you know if you are doing supplementation, whether you figured it out yourself or you have somebody helping you with the supplementation, understanding what the dosing should be, if you need to continue taking it, if you don't need to continue taking it. I know for myself, I take it almost every day. There are multiple supplements that you can take, but there's one that I like to take. So be sure if you're going to your doctor, this is one of the many, many labs that is not run as often as it should be. I don't think it's a terribly expensive lab. Your insurance should cover it. If you were to come to me, I have it done every single time I see a client, every single time, because it's that important. So if you're having your doctor run your labs, then ask for homocysteine. And we'll talk about some other markers that I think are important too, but I wanted to really hit on homocysteine because lots of people haven't heard of it, they don't understand it, and it's very, very important. So if you have questions, let me know. You can always post your questions down below. Maybe I'll look for a couple of articles on homocysteine so you can read up on it if that's what you like to do. And then you can go to my website, tastelifenutrition.com. I have now on my website a free functional nutrition health assessment. So you can jump on there, you can do this assessment, and then I'll reach out to you. We can chat a little bit about it and see if there are things that we might be able to do to help you out. So it's a great resource through a great software company. And let me know if there's anything that I can do. If you have other ideas, other thoughts on anything that you'd like me to talk about, let me know. Y'all have a great day. Bye.